Hey math kids, today we're going to use completing the square to transform the way that a circle equation is written. We're going to take it in the forms that you can see on the screen, and we're going to translate it into center radius form because it's a lot more useful to pull out the information of the circle. So this video assumes that you understand completing the square really well, and so if you don't, then you need to watch the previous videos that I've created on that topic before starting this, because I'll go kind of quickly through the completing the square steps. Okay, so the first thing we do, we add the constant onto the other side. And another thing I'm going to do is when I rewrite this, I'm going to group my x's together, and I'm going to leave like a space right here, and then I'm going to group my y's together, and then leave a space. Okay, that's just going to help us with what we're doing in the future. Now we're going to divide everything by the a term. Because this is a circle, the a term on both the x's and the y's will be the same, and so we just divide everything by 2. So it's going to be 5 equals x squared plus 2x, and then y squared plus 3y. Alright, now we need to do the L step on both of these. So we divide by 2 and then square, divide by 2 and then square. And so if we divide that by 2, it's just 1. 1 times 1 is 1. We add that to both sides. If we divide by 2, we get 3 halves. We square, we get 9 fourths. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 2 is 4. And then we add that to both sides. Okay, the next thing is we need to combine all of these. So we need a common denominator. So the 5 is going to be 20 fourths. The 1 is going to be 4 fourths. And then we have our 9 fourths. So 24 or 29. Yeah, let's do it that way. So 29 plus 4 is 33. So we're going to end up with 33 fourths. And then just to save us some writing, I'm going to do the magic step for both of these. So it's x, and then the elbow squared, and then it's y, and then the elbow squared, and then this is our center radius form of our circle. So if we want to pull out the center, we change both these signs. So the center would be -1, -3 halves. And if we want to find the radius is being squared right now, so we need to square root it to pull it out. So it's the square root of 33 fourths, or if we square root the top, square root the bottom, we can rewrite that as the square root of 33 over 2. Okay, either one of those I'll accept, so don't worry too much about that. Okay, now let's try this other one. So we move the constant over here, so add 7, add 7. And then I'm going to group my x's and group my y's. Then we divide by the a term. And rewrite what we have. Okay, now we need to do the L step for both of these. And we divide by 2, so we can divide the top by 2. So that's -2 thirds. We square that, we get 4/9. We add that to both sides. Okay, this one, the top is not divisible by 2, so we need to multiply the bottom by 2. And so negative 5 ninths. Squaring the top, squaring the bottom, you get 25 81sts. And then we need to also add that over here. Okay, so let's see. Let me open this up real quick just to help us. So we need a common denominator. And so 81 divided by 3 is going to give us 27. So right here, I need to do 27 over 27. So I'm going to get 7 times 27, which is 189. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's going to be over 81. So that's what I did when I'm just getting common denominators. Now 9 times 9 is going to give us 81. 9 times 4 is 36. And then we have our 25 over 81. Okay, so if we have 89 plus 36 plus 25, that's 250 over 81. Okay, I'm coming back here and I'm doing my magic step. So I do X and then the elbow, and then I do Y and the elbow, and that's my center radius form. And so if I want to pull out the center, I get 2/3, comma 5/9, once again remembering to change the signs. And if I want the radius, I need to take the square root of this number because this is the radius being squared. And so you can just write it as 250 over 81 underneath the square root. Or if you want to write it as 250 under the square root, and then the square root of 81 is 9, you can write it like that. If you need additional help, please come to Math Lab. Until then, calculator.